Hello and welcome to another episode here on my channel. My name is ChaosMole and today we are reacting live to the Battlefield 2042 Hazard Zone reveal trailer. I'm also streaming this right now, so if you're wondering why I'm reacting or answering what people are saying, it's also because I'm streaming it at the same time. Now, what is Hazard Zone? Well, we don't really know, but from what we have heard, Hazard Zone is basically Escape from Tarkov, but on Battlefield. I know that some people still believe this is their BR mode, but from what we have all gathered from insider information and leaked content and whatnot, this is more like an Escape from Tarkov thing. And we will see. We will see. Like, it's kind of fascinating how Battlefield hasn't really revealed much about it a month before the actual release. And I'm really hoping we are seeing more than just a 2-minute trailer. That would be great if that is the case. And if you're wondering, the whole thing will start in just a few seconds. Like, the timer is up. Then we will see what this is. Yeah, I hope they're actually showing us some real gameplay and not this a minute long of montage with a lot of action scenes. But I have the feeling that's exactly what we are getting. Yeah. And well, the open beta happened a few weeks ago. Oh, well, actually a week ago. And people were kind of unhappy with the beta. Like, there was a lot of good there, but there was also a lot of bad there. Oh wow, that's a... YouTube apparently has a new premiere intro screen. Oh well, they have changed them like a while ago. But the bitrate. Not a fan of that. It's always unfortunate. Now starting the 30-minute timer. Oh please, don't say that. Don't do that, please. Please. Oh, that's the worst. Oh, don't pull a Ubisoft, please. I don't really need that. Yeah. Ugh. Now I'm kind of curious. Like, I really hope it's like a Escape from Tarkov game mode, because we talked about this earlier on stream. We have too many BR games out there, and well, Battlefield tried their own BR mode with Battlefield 5, and that completely backfired because it wasn't really adding anything substantial to the genre and was also a mess. Like, one of the things which I'm really curious about, Escape from Tarkov is all about inventory and inventory management. And Battlefield 5 and their BR mode has shown that they cannot do inventory management, because there was no inventory management. It was complete hot garbage because of that. So we will see what this is. Man, that's like kind of climactic. I like that new premiere intro from YouTube. It's better than the old one. Rated M for mature. Alright. Let's see what this is. Ooh. Well, that's not good. Home!
Ready. We're in business. Safety guard spotted.
Acknowledged. Visual confirmed.
Oh, that's the wingsuit operative.
Man down! Man down! Back secured!
So is this multiple maps or?
Disengage! Fall back! Cover me now! This is bad! Get the earth!
Okay, that was not really telling me much. Okay. Yeah, that was anticlimactic to say the least. Huh. It was a trailer, yes. That was really anticlimactic. So let's see if we can actually... Do they have anything else? Was that it? Apparently so. Yes. That was totally not telling me anything. Like, I have to admit, I expected it. That it will look like this. But here we can watch it again in 4K. That should make it a little bit better. So... If I understand the premise here correctly, you are ending up on one of the 8 maps or something which are out there. Like, this is one of the Battlefield maps. We haven't seen this in the beta, but I know that this is one of the Battlefield maps we are looking at right now. And so the satellites are coming in, right? They are landing somewhere on the map, and you want to extract it. Like that's basically the idea here.
Let's see where these drives are. Squad's ready. We're in business.
So everyone is going to those satellites.
Acknowledged. Visual confirmed.
There's the new operative or specialist.
Man down! Man down!
She's also new. Maybe it's the same one. I'm not sure.
Secured!
Yeah, so this is another Battlefield map, so I assume that the map you were spawning on will be random, and then you have to get the satellites. There are vehicles in it. This is another map. Yeah. So those are the Battlefield maps. And the mission is to secure the drives. Boris! So... It seems to be like more like a squad-based map experience. Like, I would love to know what the specifics are. You know? Let me see if they have anything on the Twitters. Sometimes they're talking about it. So, let's have a look. They have a website on. They have a website. Well, let's have a look at the website, shall we? A 10 squad-focused survival experience in the Battlefield Hazard Zone combines edge-of-your-seat gameplay with the best of the Battlefield sandbox. How it works, additional mode features, the story, and then a deep dive. Well, that's something interesting. How it works. Inserted as a 4-member squad, you must locate and retrieve critical data drive scattered throughout the battlefield while fighting opposing squads with the same objective and occupying forces. So they are AI players? Yeah, they are like AI players. Succeed by gathering the data drives, choosing when to extract before the storm overtakes the area in this high-stake one-life experience. So when you were dead, and there's also like a storm coming in. Every bullet, every skirmish. Specialized selection. Okay, we already had that. This is something else. Insert. You've selected your specialist weapon and equipment and upgrade. Now it's time for your squad to deploy. And those are apparently like, yeah, those are just the battlefield maps. Additional mode features. Uplinks. Gives the squad an edge in battle with uplinks, laptops scattered throughout the map that are collectible and able to use whenever you might need a little extra support. 3 types of uplinks will be available at the launch. Vehicle, Ranger, and Reinforcements uplink. Oh, so they are like perks and support you can call in. Reinforcements uplink. Specific uplinks can bring back people. Okay. Deploy from your call-in table. Then all of your down squad mates will parachute back to the fight. Deep dive. Like the picture. Greetings, notepads. During the last few months, we have shown you how Battlefield works. Today, we're excited to dive into Battlefield Hazard Zone. Giggity. A mode unlike anything we have done before, where you and your squad must scavenge for valuable resources as foes and cataclysmic storms close in. So strap in and get ready to deploy. Okay. No storms, satellite uplinks, such data drives and essential notepads around the globe, providing them with valuable information. And also shields. Oh boy, they will have riot shields in the Battlefield game. That should be interesting. You place an elite task force to receive critical data. In the hazard zone, you need to get in, get the goods, and get out in one piece. To leave the hazard zone alive, reap the benefits of the data drives you have collected, teamwork will be crucial. So if I stand this correctly, there will not just be one data drive, there will be multiple satellites coming down, and then you can retrieve the data and multiple teams will leave. So it's a bit like, what is the game called? The Western game with the monsters. I always forget the name. Crytek is making. With the awesome music. What was the name? I always forget their name. If DSV would be here, he would scream at me immediately and tell me exactly what the game names was. I always forget it. You start each game of Hazard Zone at the mission area briefing screen, where you see an overview of the mission area. Here you find out which regions of the map have higher probability for you to encounter data drives, enemies, and uplinks, which are your communication extension to HQ in requesting call-ins. There's low probability of foes, slightly safer, but you'll find less data drives. For the big rewards, you have to head into the head of the danger and come out on the other side alive. Using the briefing information, you and your squad will then select your specialists and loadout. Every squad is composed of 4 unique specialists, so you and your teammates will need to pick specialists and loadouts that complement one another if you extract safely. Using dark market credits, DMC? Okay. I'm sorry, but the only thing I'm reading here is Devil May Cry. Using Devil May Cry earned in the Battlefield Hazard Zone, you'll be able to purchase your favorite weapons and equipment that can get you out of the tight spot. If your pockets are full of DMC, you'll be able to purchase and equip SMG, assault rifles, sniper rifles, and more. You can also buy throwables and other equipment, yada 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 yada. And let's not forget the explosive recoil M5. But you are hard up for DMC. Don't worry, every specialist will have access to a free attachment-less assault rifle as a starter weapon. Alongside your equipment, you can also buy tactical upgrades that can drastically improve your chances of survival. Extra throwable, insider information, loadout insurance, reimburse 25% of upgrades and loadout cost if you die. So it is like Escape from Tarkov. When you die, you lose your equipment. And you have to buy it anew. Alright. That makes it definitely more interesting, doesn't it? Yeah. And there you have your gameplay loop. and why people want to come back to this, because there's actually something at stake here. Insert. After you deploy on the landing zone, you see a scanner unique to Hazard Zone to search for the downed capsules containing the data drives. You need to be cautious, as multiple deadly obstacles can spring up in your way at any time. In addition to other no-pad soldiers searching for data drives, I wonder how many people are in the zone at the same time. AI-controlled Occupy enforcers will be roaming the map. Well, if they are as smart as the AI in the open beta, then I'm not really worried. And guarding the data drives, so be ready for a fight. But be careful, if you go down, your teammates can only bring you back under special circumstances. As you make your way toward the data drives from satellite capsules that have fallen already, even more capsules will plunge to the Earth as the match goes on. Oh, so you might want to go for the first, which are already on the map, or you want to wait a little bit longer, but the danger is higher that the longer you stay, you will not get out alive. So you have to figure out like which of the two you want to do. At this point, the hazards around you also increase as the storm that will overtake the area by the match's end, it's growing further and become more dangerous by the minute. Luckily, you will find several assets on the ground that can help you when enemies are closing in and picking off your squad one by one. Ammo stations are littered across the map and marked on your HUD, so you always know where to go if you're running low. Uplinks randomly spawn collectible laptops. Okay. The first extraction window opens up shortly after insertion at a random extraction zone. Once the location has been determined, you have to hurry, as you will only have a short time to safely get on board. Squads that are basing their specialist composition on speed might have the edge when it comes to the first extraction. Okay, that makes sense. The squad will defend itself, occupying forces, an opposing task force. If you're one of the squadmen fails to board in time, they will miss the window and have to extract during the final extraction window. Once the first extraction is complete, the storm begins to take full effect, making the map more dangerous. To make matters worse, you only have one last attempt to extract. So there are 2 attempts how to leave. Interesting. During the final retrieval phase, most of the initial data drives have been retrieved by other teams of nopads, and you are able to track these with your data driver scans. But be aware, your foes are tracking you as well. I wonder what will be the more logical approach. Like just wait for people to pick up the drives and then track them down, or go first. Progression. Squads that successfully capture data drive and extract will be rewarded with Devil May Cries, as well as bonuses dealt out to members based on their actions taken during the match, such as kills. The more data drives you extract, the higher the reward your squad will be, but then again, more people will also hunt you. The more data drives you gather in a match of Hazard Zone, the more XP you gain for your overall level and battle pass, and the more DMC you collect to spend on equipment and upgrades during future matches. If you're on a hot streak and your specialist extracts consecutively enough, you earn an extraction streak marker tied to the chosen specialist that will reduce the cost of weapons, equipment, and tactical items for that specialist while you continue playing with them. Cool. However, if you fail to extract, that marker and all benefits disappear until you earn another streak, so don't get cocky. Alright, and this is a Hazard Zone match can take anywhere from around 5 to 20 minutes based on how you play. Okay, so it's like a 20-minute round. And, oh, this is interesting. So, current gen users will be able to play with up to 32 players in a massive play space, while Xbox One and PlayStation 4 players will be able to play a version scaled up for up to 24 players. Okay, how many maps? All 7 maps of Battlefield. The same progression. Can there be multiple of the same specialists in the same squads? No, is the answer. Occupying forces always present in the Hazard Zone. occupying forces are an ever-present and essential part of the hazard zone, so yes. What happens when I die? Well, I guess you are dead then? You'll be able to spectate your squad from the sidelines, hoping they can bring you back. Okay. Is it possible to redeploy multiple times in the hazard zone match? If your entire squad bites the dust, okay, that's... But should your one member still be alive and manage to trigger a redeploy call, then they can bring the entire team back. Doesn't really answer the question. I just take this as a yes. Has Hazard Zone any pay-to-win elements? In Hazard Zone, you will use Devil May Cries, which can only be obtained through gameplay and not via real-world currency. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, that would be crazy if they would be like, oh yeah, you can totally buy the currency for the Hazard Zone with real money. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like, with that, the game would be dead. It's as simple as that. Do they actually talk a little bit about the new... the new operators? Because they have definitely showed some new operators here, and I wonder if they actually like talk about them. Let me see. No, they still haven't talked about them. So we are still missing 5 operators. Oh well, I guess. Oh well. All right. But with that said, folks, we are done with a quick look at the Battlefield 2042 Hazard Zone trailer. I hope to see a little bit more gameplay, I will be honest. Like, the game is coming out in a month, and what they should have done, they should have just taken a round of Hazard Zone and show it, instead of giving us a 2-minute trailer. Always unfortunate. Let me see if there's at least some YouTubers who might show some gameplay. That would be neat. No, doesn't seem like it. Yeah, no. Nope. That's unfortunate. Like as I said before, they should have just shown some gameplay. Oh well. We will definitely check it out when Battlefield is out. Alright, with that said, for all the people who are watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you are on your way out, I would appreciate if you would leave a like. If you didn't like this video for whatever reason, well, then the dislike button is right next to it. And if you're new to the channel, you want to see more reaction videos, gaming news, and tips and tricks for new games, and so on and so forth, I would appreciate if you might consider to subscribe to the channel, because it really helps me out, and it's also for free. So thank you very much for that. And with that said, I'll see you next time. Stay safe